Are you
Sure we haven't met someplace? School, maybe?
I didn't go to school.
Well, hey, neither did I. Maybe that's where we met.
Oh, yeah, you know, you can always tell royalty by the profile. For instance, well, what does this nose make you think of?
Oh, Splurge, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you with your mask on.
You know, you're only the second girl I've ever met who didn't get stuck up because they knew me.
But I don't know you.
You don't?
Well, don't you remember? You told me to forget that you told me that you were the prince.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if we do this again next year, remind me to be more specific than no frogs.
Gee, I'm sorry the person you were looking for didn't show up.
Likewise.
I'm having a pretty good time anyway.
Me too. Oh, my goodness. I have to go.
Oh, but you haven't even had any ice cream and cake.
Step on it. I'm coming.
Well, whoever heard of not staying for the ice cream and cake?
I know, but...
Hey, don't you want to see Dad open his presents?
But thank you for a lovely evening, and please thank you for...
Wait! The night is young!
Goodbye.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't even know who you...
Hey, what was that you stepped on, son?
Well, I don't know. Looks like it used to be some sort of a glass shoe.
Well, the prince danced with no one else. And then, at the first stroke of midnight, even before the ice cream and cake, mind you, she ups and dashes out the door. I tell you, it's an evening you'd never have forgotten if I'd allowed you to go.
You say no one has any idea who this girl is?
The only thing anyone knows for sure is that she's a princess.
Well, how do they know that?
Oh, you only had to look at her to know she was a princess.
All you had to do was look at her to know she was a princess.
She wasn't stuck up like all the other princesses I've known.
Oh, look, kid, just because you're royal don't mean you have to be conceited. Well, look at me. One of the things that's made me the greatest king in memory and a legend in my own time is my lack of conceit. By the way, what sort of present did you bring me?
The back scratcher, I believe, sire.
There you go. Only a princess could think up a swell present like that. You should have seen some of the junk I got. You know, somebody even had the nerve to give me a pair of old socks. Don't they know I've already got a pair of old socks? Anyhow, where was I, Featherstone?
The mysterious princess, sire.
Right. And I've decided that she's the one.
She's the one what?
She's the girl you're going to marry.
I thought I was going to have a say about who I married.
Well, sure you are, boy. Just not the final say, that's all.
Swell.
What's the matter? You liked her better than anybody else at the ball, didn't you? You didn't dance with anybody else.
Well, there's someone I like better who wasn't at the ball.
Well, who's that?
Cinderella.
Cinderella? Where'd you get a dumb name like that?
Well, she's called Cinderella because she sits by the cinders.
You think I'd let you marry a girl who sits by the cinders? What do? Move her throne into the fireplace? Anyhow, my mind is made up. You shall marry the mysterious princess.
But we don't even know her name.
No problem. Featherstone, how do we find out who this girl is?
We give another ball, invite everyone, and when she shows up, we ask her.
That isn't gonna work, you meatball.
Why not?
Because Bright Boy over here stepped on her shoe and smashed it. She's not gonna go to a ball wearing one shoe.
Say, I guess it's hopeless, huh, Dad?
Nonsense. I know what we'll do. We'll put an ad in the paper saying that the mysterious princess will make herself known. Arthur here will personally marry her. It's bound to work.
Swell.
Hey, listen to this, Rufus. For a mysterious princess who was at the ball last Friday, please contact the palace. If you can prove your identity, you will get to meet the king personally, plus being given a free geranium and Prince Charming's hand in marriage. Ha! could marry the prince. Oh, but I want to marry Arthur. Oh, they can put their old ad in the paper every day for all I care. I'll never answer it.
Well, we put that ad in the paper every day and nobody's answered it but a bunch of nuts. Well, if she won't come to us, we'll go to her. Arthur, scour the countryside.
How will I know her when I see her?
You got me there.
I do?
If you only hadn't stepped on that glass shoe, then we could try it on every princess around till we found the one that fits.
Yeah.
By George, we can still do it. Featherstone,
Sire?
summon all the king's horses and all the king's men. Have them put that glass slipper together again. Well, it's been 2 weeks, and all the king's horses and all the king's men haven't been able to put that glass slipper together again. I think if I had it to do over, I'd leave out the horses. They just seem to gum things up.
Well, I guess we might as well give up, huh, Dad?
Give up? Never. Think about it this way. Now, what is unique about that mysterious princess? I'll tell you what. She has one glass slipper. Now, most people have no glass slippers, and there may be one or two with 2 glass slippers. But I bet you she's the only princess around with 1 glass slipper. So, Arthur, I'm issuing you a search warrant. I want you to search the house of every princess around until you find that other glass slipper. I don't care if it takes 3 months. Three months. You spent 3 months looking for her and you still can't find her. I don't think your heart's in this.
It's not.
Well, don't lose heart. I think I have the solution.
What?
The girl doesn't want to marry you. Probably can't stand you. But are we going to let this stop us?
Yes?
Of course not.
No.
That's the spirit. Now, if this princess is trying to avoid marrying you, she wouldn't be in the most obvious places. She'd find the least obvious place for a princess to be. And that's where you'll search.
Starting this very afternoon.